shade 440 is just, you know, it's me.
Baby, come give me something.
Hey you guys, it's Ivy and today is Makeup Monday. I'm coming on here to give you guys my final complete review of the Fenty beauty products. I have a few changes of heart. I have a lot to say. So I have been wearing the foundation and all other products for 2 weeks now. Let me just tell you guys, these are the only products I've been reaching for. Like, I honestly don't just like them because it's Rihanna. I like them because they're amazing. If you've seen my first impressions video, you've seen that I initially picked up shade 450, and this is shade 450 right here. And just like last week, I picked up shade 440, and this is 440 right here. This is 450 and this is 440. So as you guys can see, 450, I wouldn't consider 450 so much darker. I would say that 450 has more of a red undertone, whereas 440 is warm neutral. Like, that's what 440 looks like to me, and I feel like 440 is more of a match for me, although I can get away with 450. Pretty much this would probably be my color if I got like really tan or something like that, but 450 is still a really great color. Now for reference, I am NW47 in MAC, and in Makeup Forever I believe I'm 178 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to show you guys a swatch of 450 and 440 side by side. So this right here is 450 and this right here is 440. Now I'm hoping you guys can see that in the viewfinder very clearly, but it kind of looks like 450 is a better match for me, but it really is 440. Now these foundations, they do oxidize a tad bit, but I feel like they just dry down to their true color. I feel like anybody can wear this foundation with proper skin prep. My best friend has very dry skin and she loves it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what 440 looks like on me. And I have found that I prefer to apply the foundation with a brush instead of the sponge that it comes with. Now the sponge is still very good, but I'm going to show you guys what I think the sponge was specifically made for, and I don't think it was specifically made for the foundation. Before I even put on my foundation, I like to prep my skin, and I like to use the Freestyle Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. Looks like this. I've been using this, you guys, for the last week or so, and I really like it. And I have oily skin, and one thing you guys don't realize, whether your skin is oily or dry, you need to properly prep your skin. You just can't throw foundation on your skin and expect it to look good. So I'm going to do a few drops of this, and it's kind of like this. It kind of makes my skin glowy but moisturized. Okay you guys, so I'm going to go in with the 440. I'm using my Sephora Featherweight Complexion Brush in a shade 90, and it is a little dirty, you guys. I'm sorry, I should have washed it before the video, but I love this foundation brush. I'm just going to give this a good shake. Take 2 squirts of the 440. When you first put it on, it looks like, oh, that looks light, but you guys, I'm telling you, it's not. And I like using a brush to apply the foundation because I feel like I can work faster, because you need to work fast because it does dry down. And I would consider the coverage medium. You can build it up to full, but it's pretty medium coverage. Flip around my nose ring so it doesn't get dirty. Now, as you guys can see, I don't put foundation on my forehead. I just kind of use whatever's left over on the brush. I like that serum because I believe it gives the foundation a little bit more blendability. So as you guys can see, 440 is more of a better shade match for me. 450 was fine, but I did, as I was wearing it throughout the week, I was just going back and looking. I was like, I think 450 is just a little bit too red. You already own 450, you guys. You can honestly make it work. All you have to do is mix like a little bit of like yellow tone concealer or something with the 450. But if you know you want to be perfect precise, you can go ahead and get the 440. Now, if you're a person that's in between 450 and 440, you would have to probably get both shades, and I would suggest mixing them together. Now I know the foundation dries down fast, you guys, but it dries down to such a beautiful finish. It doesn't look, you know, just, it doesn't look fake. I don't know how to explain it. I just really love the foundation. And you guys, the lasting power is crazy. Like, my foundation, like, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock. My foundation is gonna last, you guys, till I wash my face at night. And I go to bed late, you guys. I don't go to bed till like 2 a.m. Using a brush, you have way more control over this foundation. So I would suggest, you know, getting your foundation brush that you've already been using. I didn't get the foundation brush from the Fenty collection because I don't know, you guys, I'm not a person that's so into like brushes like that. I really just feel like you could like products you could actually pass on would probably be the brushes. Now I do have 2 of the like little travel brushes, and they're cool, but if you're trying to, like, you know, get the core products, I would honestly say pass on them brushes, girl, and buy more Killawatt highlighters. I told you guys after I did my face, I would let you see the foundation and how it's dried down. So as you guys can see, the darker one is 450, and the one that looks just like my skin color is the 440. So this is how they dry down. And as you guys can see, it was a lot lighter before. So yeah, when determining your shade, you guys, I would suggest swatching it in the store, walking around the store, and coming back and looking at it. It does kind of like come down a little bit. I don't want to say a whole shade per se, but it does come down and look a little bit more of like your perfect color. Next, I want to go into the matchsticks, and these are, like, you guys, some of my favorite products from the collection. So the first one I'm going to use is in the color Walnut. I was just hearing a lot of these are so drying and so uncomfortable. One thing I would suggest doing when you're using the highlight color, just take it on your hand and wipe it, you know, like this. Not a whole lot. You don't gotta like waste all your product, but just wipe it off a little bit, because sometimes these products can have like a little film over it, and it can make the products feel dry and just hard to use. But you guys, I feel like my matchstick is creamy. Like, it's not drying at all. Like, I love this highlight, and this is more of what I would consider like definitely a more natural highlight. This is definitely not anything super dramatic. So if you're buying this collection looking for like super dramatic beat makeup, it's probably not for you. I think I love it so much because it's me. It's how I do my makeup. It's what I like. Like, it's everything. It's not too much, it's not too extra, and I feel like that's how I am with my makeup. Even though I just made this concealer look hella extra, going in with the wet sponge to blend out your highlight. If you use your sponge damp, it's gonna be hella easy to blend this out, and it's not gonna look dry and cakey. I think a lot of people miss, you know, the little, you know, they miss the technique with using this makeup. Use the damp sponge, blend out the highlight. Because I'm also a girl, I don't use cream highlighters. Like, I am a liquid highlight girl. But if you use the sponge damp, to me it blends out just like a liquid or any other type of concealer, highlight, whatever. And I really like the flat edge of the sponge and also the flat top, because it just fits under the eye so good. Like, you can really get in there. But the formulas are matte and they are cream to powder. So yeah, keep that in mind, you guys. Like, once you're done blending, you don't have to set these if you don't want to. I think that was the point of her collection. She wanted everything to be like nice and natural. Okay guys, so now we're gonna contour with the shade Expresso, and I really love the contour shade. It's very red. It is red, but I like the red in the contour because I feel like it adds warmth back to my skin. I've had contours before that were very kind of like on the muddy brown side, and I really didn't like how it looked. It kind of made it look like I had like dirt on my cheeks. Okay, I just use the rounded side to blend out the contour. But you guys, I think with this collection, what Rihanna was trying to do was help us feel pretty again, looking more natural. Do you guys ever pay attention to like Rihanna's makeup? Like her makeup looks like this whole line. And I said that on my other video, like the makeup is a reflection of her. Now this time I didn't contour my nose because I don't know, you guys, I'm not about the nose contour in life. I feel like I like my nose the way it is. I don't really want to contour my nose. I like to use the Invisimatte blotting powder. And I like to use my fluffy brush. This is a Sephora Pro Small Blush Brush, definition 74. But I really like to use this for powder. It reminds me of a MAC 108. And I just tap it into the Invisimatte and I set under my eyes with it. And I set my eyes too. I'm gonna do my eyes and I'll be right back and I'll tell you guys exactly what I have on them. I am done with my eyes. And only thing I did with my eyes is I added Ginger Binge on the lid, and then I did some Trophy Wife in the center. I put a little bit of Ginger Binge on the lower lash line, did a little wing liner, and added some lashes. And these are the Style Ivy from my eyelash collections. I know you guys keep asking about them. They will be available shortly, you guys. Just hold tight, hold tight. They'll be ready, you guys. They'll be ready soon. But this is the Style Ivy. So yes, you guys, after wearing the foundation some time, I can tell you guys it lasts a long time. And I do have super oily skin and it lasts. Maybe if you have oily skin, you still need to prime or you still need to moisturize. So make sure you don't skip that step because my foundation lasts all day, and you guys, I'm so oily. So another thing I picked up from the collection was the Killawatt highlighter in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. And you guys, I thought I would not like this, but let me tell you something. This is so pretty, and I think you're kind of getting the true colors of it here. And it is very pinky and rosy on the face, but on a complexion like mine, it brightens the face and it looks beautiful. Now, I do have a new theory about Trophy Wife. I feel like Trophy Wife can be worn alone, really beautiful. It's like an out there highlighter. But what if this was created to be a topper to intensify these, or to intensify the Shimmer Skinstick? So I still really love these. I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about these in a minute. But I feel like when you mix things with Trophy Wife, such as Moscow Mule, Ginger Binge, you guys, you get a love. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing. And Ginger Binge is like a natural highlight, but I also look at it as a kind of like a blush as well. So I like to apply a little bit of that. As you guys can see, gorgeous. You could just wear it like this. It makes my cheeks look like. So then I like to take a little bit of the Moscow Mule. This stuff is just as pigmented as Trophy Wife. You ain't gotta dig. You literally tap the brush and you want to put that on the highest point. Look at the glow. Like, what? You guys, this Trophy Wife, it's like the last video. That's it. Look at that. Ooh. And I guarantee you guys, you will love it. It gives me a pink and gold iridescent. Like, on one way it looks like the pinky, and then when I turn my head, it's like gold. Yes, I really think the Killawatt highlighters are bomb. I recommend them. I'm gonna get another shade. I'm just not sure which shade to get. I'm definitely gonna get another shade, but I love Trophy Wife. I feel like it is kind of like a topper. You can probably use this on top of any brand of highlight. I have used it on top of MAC Gold Deposit, and it looks fucking awesome. And I feel like it can work with most complexions, but Rihanna did come through with this for us brownies. Like, it looks best on us. So the next thing I want to show you guys is the Rum Shimmer Matchstick, and you guys, this is so pretty. I would compare this to MAC Gold Deposit, and it's gorgeous. It's literally beautiful. Yes, I like to use this down my nose for a little bit of highlight, because the other ones, the Killawatts are they're too amazing for the nose. Like, they deserve cheekbone. The one item I wish I wouldn't have got as well is the Matchsticks in Trippin. It's still a pretty color. I think I will probably use it for my eyes. I feel like this will work better for lighter complexions. You can still use it, you know, like on your eyes, whatever, or as a highlight. But I feel like Trippin and Rum are too close, too similar in color. So I wish I would have just got Rum, and I was gonna get, what is it called, Mango Chili or something like that. I wish I would have got that color. So here's the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. As you guys know, it smells so good. And in my last video, I noticed that it looked totally different on me than everyone else, and it was because I did have a bit of foundation on my lips, but I made sure it wasn't any on my lips today, so you guys can really see the color. And it does have a bit of color to it. To me, it's like a mauve pink with a touch of nude. It's so pretty. And you guys, can you see the pinky tones in it? I feel like in my last video it looked more browny because of my foundation under it. I'm just so blown away with this collection. I feel like Rihanna did a very amazing job. 2 weeks later, I'm still using the products every day. The foundation is truly my new staple. Like, I haven't touched any of my other foundations, and the reason why I feel like Fenty Beauty is going to replace my other foundations is just because, you guys, I like the aspect that it dries like paint. Like, I like that it's not transferring. I like the fact that it dries down to a soft matte and looks natural yet matte and skin-like and flawless, but you can still see some of your imperfection peeking through, but you can still, you know, build up the coverage if that's what you need. But you guys, this foundation was made for me. This color is amazing. Shade 440, or even with shade 450, even though it was a little bit red and a little dark, it still was flawless. Shade 440 is just, you know, it's me. It's my exact shade, and I love it. The highlights are amazing, and of course everything isn't 100% universal. You have to find things that work with your complexion, but I feel like everything works so good with my complexion. Only thing I would say is that the little travel brushes, they are still, you know, good for on the go, but like I said earlier, it's not something that you really need to pick up. Even the foundation brush, I don't feel like you really need to pick up. I went and looked at it at Sephora, and it's okay, but I feel like my foundation brush is better. But you know, if you're just collecting her makeup items, go ahead and snag them. I'm super excited for the new products dropping October 12th, I think it is. I'm definitely gonna get those. So that was my final review of Fenty Beauty. I give this product line a 9.5 out of 10. I'm giving it it's getting a negative 0.5 for those little brushes. So thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumb this up if you love my Makeup Mondays. Comment below and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.
I could tell you ain't from around it. All that body, baby, it's not fair. Pull up on that ass in a drop it.